Hi everyone, this is Ms. DeLu, and for this short video, we're going to look at the rubrics and help you understand about how you'll be assessed. As you can see, there are three different criteria. So let's start with the first criteria, A, which is for analyzing. And the strand we are using for this assessment is justify opinions and ideas using examples and explanations. And you can see along the left-hand column, there are the different levels, 7, 8 being the highest down to 0. So let's look at the 7, 8. It says, gives detailed justification of PETA's character traits with a range of examples and thorough explanations from the passages. Go ahead and highlight that this is the sentence about PETA's character traits, because that's specifically what's being graded here. And you created those sentences in Mastery Checks 2 and 3, and then you expanded on them in 4 and 5 Mastery Checks. But for this analyzing, it's specifically the parts of the sentences that you drew your conclusion about a character trait, and then you gave a range of examples and thorough explanations from the passages, which was when you made inferences from the passages. So highlight that so you can remember the analyzing. It was the part where you were making inferences and drawing conclusions. So as you go down, you'll see it starts with detailed justification to sufficiently justifies, has some examples and rarely, and then this would be you didn't even do it. And if you look down here, it talks about these are the sentences from 4 and 5 Mastery Checks, and gives you some definitions for some of the terms. I also want you to highlight at the bottom where it says self-assessment, because I want you to give yourself an assessment. If you think you earned a 5.6 or a 7.8, or if you have it low, maybe you want to go back to your summative and improve it if you are getting below a 7.8 or definitely below a 5.6. Now let's look at the second criteria, C, producing text. Make stylistic choices in terms of linguistic, literary, and visual devices demonstrating awareness of impact on the audience. So the highest level again is 7.8, and that would be makes perceptive stylistic choices. And this is on the poster. So this is the visual part of it. What does your poster look like? Is it engaging? And that means demonstrating clear awareness of impact on an audience. That is the part is where we're assessing, is it engaging? So let's scroll down. You can look, it starts with perceptive to thoughtful to some to minimal, and the last one does not reach the standard. And under tasks and definitions, it talks about the relevant and appropriately sized pictures. It's titled, it's visually engaging, and it gives you a definition for perceptive. Remember, you have the directions laid out for you about what would be appropriately sized pictures. And again, go ahead and highlight self-assessment so you remember to go back and assess yourself and make any changes if you think you should. So now let's go back up here, and for our last criteria, D, using language. For using language, the strand is write in an appropriate register and style. This means you want to make it fit what the context is for this product. And the specific strand down here says write in a consistently appropriate register and style that serves the context and intention, and go and highlight this using persuasive techniques, because this is the part of the sentence where you are using persuasion, because that is the point of this, is you're trying to persuade people to sponsor PETA. So did you use those persuasive techniques that we practiced in the lessons and mastery checks. And coming down, you can see under tasks and definitions, it says include persuasive techniques, and it gives definitions for consistently and competently. And last but not least, you want to self-assess. Okay, once you've done this, then you can turn in the assignment. Please ask your teacher if you have any questions about these rubrics. Congratulations for finishing!